carry the boats and the logs, 'cause they're turning them old frogs gay. Or maybe they're born this way. Pull up a chair, sit right there, brush your teeth and comb your hair, 'cause they're turning them old frogs gay.
And they say that airplanes in the night skies like shooting stars.
How did it go again?
And they say that airplanes in the night skies are like shooting stars. Shooting stars.
What's the next line?
I really would wish right now.
Wish right now.
When I was young, I thought I was gay. Oh, that's a different song.
When I was young, I thought it was gay. Is that?
That's Macklemore. When I was in the 5th grade, I thought that I was gay. Have you ever heard the techno remix of that? Gay. It's good. I want to start off by thanking our sponsor for today's episode, Sun-Kissed Orange Zero Sugar, flavored with other natural flavors, 12 ounces of pure bliss, 0 calories per can.
Can we try that right now?
Yeah, let's try it live on the pod. 0 proteins, 0 added sugars, 0 carbs, 0 fats, 85 milligrams of sodium. And the ingredients, it does contain phenylalanine. Do you know what that is? Phenylalanine?
Phenylalanine. Phenylalanine. No, I don't know.
Aspartame, Red 40, and Yellow 6. Baby!
Love Red 40.
Apparently that's going away, right?
Tastes so good. I have no idea. Is it?
I think RFK took away the Red 40 and the Yellow 6.
Cheers.
Cheers. Here.
To sip it?
Take a sip. You don't have to birdie it.
Woo! Red 40.
It's like not even red. I guess you got to get the Red 40 and the Yellow 6 to get the orange color. It's good.
Hell yeah. I wonder if there's like a fringe group out there that's like obsessed with the yellow one, blue 2, Red 40, and they're just all about
hoarding it.
They just
before
love
it goes away.
Taste test it.
I've seen videos of people Red 40 maxing.
What's that?
Where they eat like a bag of Cheetos, a bowl of all red Skittles, a bunch of red vines, drink a ton of like Mountain Dew Code Red, like just
max out Red 40.
Maxing out on Red 40.
I wonder what happens.
It's probably not good for you. Calcifies your brain.
Same with the vaccines. I didn't know if I could say vaccine. But
all right, demonetized.
Dang.
No Joe for today.
No Joe for guys. Haven't heard from him. I think he's on Gopher Island. I think he's abandoned ship.
He's digging tunnels.
Yeah. But he'll be back. He's doing well. I think someone who's not doing well, who has the long COVID, would be your friend Ant.
Ant's got the COVID?
Ant's got the long COVID.
Damn, really?
Considering he's been out for a while. Doesn't feel too hot. Did a meeting with him yesterday on Skype, also known as Google Meets.
Did he sound like crud?
No, he just probably felt lethargic, you know. It didn't sound
There's
bad.
allegedly a new little strain going around.
Yeah, it's a new little COVID strain.
I wonder if everybody at his 4th of July party is going to come down with it as well.
Well, everyone's for sure carrying it 100%.
Did you attend? You were at his 4th of July party?
Yeah, I'm a carrier.
Was it fun?
Yeah, chilling. It was fun. Teddy was a hoot. Teddy was going nuts. Me and him were dart partners, and I kept hitting every single shot, winning the game, and I don't think, hit one shot.
Really?
Yeah. He's very stoked, though. Very stoked. Best DJ I know.
Great DJ.
I think they watch the pod, too.
Yeah, they do. Shout out Teddy McKenzie.
What's up, guys?
Over there in Orange, California.
Do you want to explain where you got your shoes really quick?
I got these shoes probably online a long time ago. You're always commenting on my shoes.
Well, they just say so much. I mean, they say undefeated on it. They got the squishy. The coloring
these
is
Air Max 95s, I believe.
Air Max 95?
Yeah. They're not very comfortable. I have probably 10 pairs of shoes that I've had for 10 years that I just rotate. So they always look kind of fresh, you know?
Yeah.
And then I'll replace a pair of Converse maybe twice a year.
Are they comfy?
No.
Really?
No, not at all.
What?
Stiff as a board.
Even with the freaking little cushion? Those are kind of. I would like to find like little shoes like that sometimes in the military, and I would love to wear them because it just like made me feel like
A human?
yeah, humanistic and more humanoid during the runs and the training.
Okay.
But yeah. What's up, everybody? What the?
No guest today, right?
Looks like I have a notification
on Hinge.
on Hinge. Hello. Probably not going to go on any dates because I'm sober and boring.
She's saying an F word?
She cursed.
LMAO, that's wild. They need to know, though. Yeah, what are you guys talking about?
What do you guys think about cursing, just
Does
full
Fembot
on?
have a buzzed head?
No, she doesn't have a
Click on her
buzzed
picture.
head.
Oh, it looked like, it's pulled back. Oh, she's doing a little scrunchy nose.
Very nice.
She goes to concerts by herself, 5'6", lives in Newport. Very cute.
Squirrel-like,
Squirrel-like,
marsupial type.
drinks coffee black.
That's funny.
That's kind of strange. So she has a 2 truths and a lie segment on her profile. I drink coffee black. ABC's Modern Family star Eric Stonestreet told me I don't belong on the internet, and I'm 12 years old and you're under arrest. Pedophilia jokes.
No, you can't say that. You got to say PDF
Oh yeah,
file, bro.
PDF file jokes.
I've heard
Don't
it.
fly these days. Well, I guess they do fly because it turns out.
She's serenading children.
Yeah, that's strange.
Anyway.
Speaking of serenading children, it turns out old Ghislaine Maxwell seems to be in prison for no reason.
Oh, yeah.
Free
Let's get into
Ghislaine,
it, baby.
I
Let's
guess.
get into it.
Free Ghislaine because there's no client list. There was no crimes committed.
Yeah, let me get the boonie cover on for this one.
You know? Everyone just needs to chill out. What's the big hype about?
Boonie cover's on. Third phase, baby. I'm gonna freaking tear gas myself.
I'm getting rolled right now. I'm getting medically rolled right now.
Medically rolled. I'm in a medically rolled mindset.
I'm going to C9 this whole garage right now.
C4, you mean?
C4, yeah.
C9.
No, CS gas.
I think this boonie cover was CS gas.
It's got
'Cause
remnants in it.
It has my Anarchy. Yeah, my Anarchy 99.
What the hell's that?
It's from Triple X, like it says Finney Anarchy 99. Yeah, it's the Anarchy symbol that they do. Vin Diesel does in Triple X.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's 99, but it's Anarchy. Yeah, I think it's
Let
Anarchy
us know in the
99.
comments. So if you wore that in the sauna, it might activate some particles and gas you out in there.
100%. Yeah, everything I wore before, when we got CS gassed was it smelled. I couldn't really wear it for a while. I had to continue washing it.
What does the gas smell like?
Sulfuric?
Sulfuric?
I remember after it happened in 2014. After it happened, it didn't leave me for a while. It was in my nose,
Really?
in my clothes. You just remember it because, and then like you would like have the cans like unopened, and then smell it, and you could just kind of like still kind of smell
Flashback.
it. Yeah.
Are they still CS gassing new guys?
I'm sure I could
Or
ask.
is that cruel and unusual these days?
No, I think they are. I'm sure. I think, yeah. A video got out years ago, not too long ago, and they tried to stop it. I don't think they did successfully.
Yeah, it's necessary.
You got to do it.
You got to know what it's like.
You got to do it.
Yeah.
They tried to stop a lot of things, man. But I never became an instructor, which is a bummer because I've always wanted to see really the back end of it. Even though I got rolled for 4 months and I got to see kind of the back end.
So when you're
I was
rolled,
an
you were just
instructor.
on the sidelines watching everyone else go through training?
I got to work Hell Week. So I got to see specifically Hell Week. I got to go through 4 Hell
As if
Weeks.
you were on the other side.
Yeah. And you help out because you've passed, so you're allowed to watch it.
So you got to throw the burritos in the fire?
No. You're helping. If you mess up, you're going to get screwed too.
Do you want to tell that
But they just-
story of the burritos?
Of the burritos?
Yeah.
How do you know the story of burritos? I forgot my own story of burritos.
You told me that everyone, it was, halfway into Hell Week or something, everyone's starting to break down, lose their minds, hallucinations, wet, scabs, open wounds, and they got everyone around the fire shivering and brought out like like a platter of burritos.
Dude, okay.
And then you
this is
guys
coming
didn't
back.
earn them, and they just dumped the
Yeah.
whole platter in the fire in front of everyone.
I think that happened, dude. I told that story.
Yeah, you told me.
It's crazy how my memory, certain things like.
It was traumatic for
gone.
you. You blacked it out.
I think, yeah, I'm trying to remember if they brought out burritos and because I've also worked for Hell Week, so I get confused with which
That's
one was
why your
mine or
body
not.
rejects Chipotle every time you eat it. And
Yeah,
diarrhea.
I think it was a class I worked, and we filled up styrofoam or not, the other called aluminum foil with sand and made them look like burritos.
Oh.
I can't remember if that
That's
was
even
my
more
class or we
diabolical.
had to do that as like brown shirt helpers. And do that for the students. But yeah, I think our proctor, who is the guy kind of like the instructor in charge of the class, threw away our burritos in the fire.
Damn.
Bummer.
That sucks.
Yeah. And then I remember eating MREs. Bummer. Huge bummer. But yeah, it would be nice to be on the backs, the back scenes, behind the scenes, like some of my buddies were, and see how it works.
The logs that are used, are those like ancestral logs that have been used for teams for decades, you think, or do they get new logs?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I've never seen anyone sand them. I've never seen anyone clean them up. Maybe that was like a thing after like a few years, if like there's some splinters and stuff in it. Like, yeah.
So the logs contain memories and
The
souls.
logs, yeah, are insane. Yeah. And there's like, they're roughly all the same size and weight, if I remember correctly. There's
Waterlogged, probably soaking
some
wet.
some of them, but I think if they got waterlogged, I think they might try to switch those out. I think, but that's
Interesting.
so long ago. I remember them roughly all being the same weight and size, but it's fun. You get little burns too on your wrists for doing lunges for hours. Because you're holding the log here. And when you lunge and you start to get tired, I mean, it's inevitable. You're going to get tired. And everyone just kind of like, the log slams in the knee and it starts to create a rubbing of sand and salt water and sweat. And you get these just indentions in your wrist.
You have your watch on? Any watches on?
You can see it on my left side right now, but my tattoo's over it. But everyone has these like huge scars. So like when you're walking around town, you know who's in buds because they have the freaking... Or you know what phase they're in, or what part, or what, even what week. Because like, it's scab. They're probably in this. It's so funny how you just realize things.
Wow.
He's wearing a watch, so he passed, or he's in second phase, or he passed, or whatever. He's got a purple shirt. His brown shirt is purple
Walking
because
around
he's
town,
doing cool stuff.
This is going back about 5 episodes. I was trying to think of a name of a restaurant in the gas lamp, and I finally thought of it. Seersuckers. Do you ever remember going to Seersuckers?
Hell no.
Have you heard of it?
Yum. No.
Really? It's like right on the main 4-way intersection.
No.
One of the big bars where all the bros are at.
Seersuckers?
Seersucker.
Not my bar, brother.
All right, never mind. Moving on.
Where the bars are at, where all the bros. No, man, I kept it pretty natural, and I don't know if natural is the right word. Like few places, waterfront, moonshine, barley mash, and that's all I remember. It was also a while ago, so I don't think I could ever go back.
Good times.
I couldn't ever go back. I really couldn't. I think the memories, the devastation, the harm I've caused to myself and to other people.
How insecure you were and scared.
Not necessarily insecure and scared. Just like I was on like a burning train going off a cliff.
Yeah.
And just still partying on it.
Yeah.
And I think those places would just
haunt
me. Yeah, I would need to really be in a good normal mindset.
How do you feel in more local places like Swallows, Sandpiper,
like Swallows,
Goat Hill? Do you have the same PTSD response or not really?
Yeah, Goat Hill feel terrible walking back in there.
Yeah.
Terrible. Swallows, I've been there once sober, I think, so far in the past 6 months. It was okay. It was fine. It was just like, watch people country dance.
Okay.
But no heart, no bad feelings. Marine Room, maybe some horror stories there. Hennessy's for sure, horror stories.
Hennessy's for sure.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. But just just grounding myself every Saturday, chilling, being in full Zen monk mode.
Do you meditate?
No.
No?
No.
Neither do
Meditate?
I. Yeah. Meditate's supposed to be really good for you.
Oh, I meditate when I work out, brother. I meditate when I sleep. I meditate, I know. I don't want to hate on meditation. I'm sure it's great. But I think there's also something about working out hard, or maybe going on a long run or going on a swim. It's once you're in tune with your breath, it's almost like that's what kind of meditation is about, really. It's just, you're not
Swimming and meditating for sure.
doing jiu-jitsu if you're not focused on your breath,
Yeah.
and you're literally outside of your mind because there's only one thing to focus on. It's like a meditation to me.
I see.
If that makes any sense.
Yes, it does. All right.
But anyway, what did we say earlier about Ghislaine Maxwell?
Well,
How she's in jail for no good reason because there's no list,
the
I guess?
DOJ says there's no client list. Nothing to be alarmed about. Everyone just chill out.
Well, I guess that's good. I mean, there's no
She
PDF
sex
files
trafficked.
anymore, man.
She sex trafficked underage girls to nobody.
That's pretty wild. I actually was watching some of the clips and reading and seeing it's come out, and I don't like to get emotional about things. When you get emotional, I find it just like, oh, I don't like that about people, and I don't like it about myself. But I found myself getting kind of
Angry
and frustrated about how that is such the massive reason they ran. And I don't care that much about politics. It's just fun to talk about. But I actually cared this time. And I'm like, dude, they're actually going to do something about these
The
freaks,
biggest political
these bad
scandal
people.
probably of all time.
And they're not doing
Yeah.
anything, and they're covering it up. It's
Yeah.
crazy. And I actually got like so bummed because it was my first time about caring about an election and being duped for the first time.
Yeah. Yep.
Because I've never actually cared before.
Yep.
So it's just like, oh my gosh, this is what it feels like. This is what people are talking
I
about.
talked to my little brother, Tanner. We'll get him on the pod, hopefully, soon.
Tan Man.
And he told me he's realizing the importance to be able to analyze your political stances objectively and have the courage or the I don't know, strength sounds corny, but have the understanding that if they need to change, you should change them based on evidence that's presented to you. And he's just talking about people, friends of my parents, whoever, that live around him in Montana, that every time this administration, for instance, keeps doing crazy things, they just push the goalpost back a little further and make an excuse for it to continue their allegiance without understanding that if you were to lay these bullet points out on a paper and present it to them when they went to the voting booth, they might have not, it's important to look at everything objectively. And it's also important to understand that it's okay to lose faith entirely in the entire political system and realize that your life is far more about self-preservation and self-governance and controlling the things that are within your parameters of control than having allegiance to some sort of structure that has literally never done anything good by you.
Yeah, totally. Because I mean, I've lost faith in the system.
Yeah,
I would
entirely.
I would say for when it comes to maybe ideals and morals of, let's say, a conservative versus a liberal, I tend to fall more on the conservative side.
Sure.
So it's not like, oh, I'm not a conservative after this. It's like, no, I've just lost more faith in the system since both sides have kind of covered up.
In the midst of this recent news about there's no client list and all that stuff, the president quietly announces that he'll be sending more weapons and aid to Ukraine. And that was one of the main things that they ran on is we're not fighting another country's war. Ukraine is the Biden money laundering scheme, all that kind of stuff. What are you looking at?
Making sure we're still recording
Yeah.
since we don't have a third guy behind the camera.
Yeah.
You also have Boogie in your left nose.
Son of a...
Boogie Nights. Boogie Nights.
The war machine trudges along.
All right,
we're
but
going
that
to keep supplying Ukraine with weapons to fight a war that they've literally been losing for 3 years.
So what would you want to do to stop it? I'm not saying that you have all the knowledge or you have like the inside of how you would stop a war, but like I do get how it might take a little longer to stop a war than releasing files about sick people. Like I am giving them a little bit of the benefit of the doubt.
I don't think supplying more aid is productive. Obviously, if it's cut off, they're probably going to get hammered into the ground even more, and more lives are going to be lost from a country that's more of our ally than Russia. But there's no reason we can't be on good terms. Like, why was George Bush so cool with Putin? They were hanging out literally all the time, dancing together. Have you ever seen the videos of them dancing?
Yeah,
they're dancing. They're going on four-wheelers around George's ranch in Texas. They had a good old time together. What changed? You know?
NATO.
Yeah.
Gas.
And
the gas lines.
Yeah.
Whatever that company's called.
Yeah, you mean the gas line that we blew up?
No, not that. No, not that. That's the something pipeline. No, I'm talking about the gas. Fuck, I forgot his name. Forgot the name of it. Starts with a B or an N. Can't remember.
Dude, it's like same shit, different toilet, you know? More aid to Ukraine. There's no client list. We're going to deport a bunch of people that have been here 20 years that have paid their taxes.
Yeah, I've yet to delve into the immigration thing.
It's not great either.
Like, I know a lot of it's good, but then some of the videos I'll catch, quick ones on like Instagram or something.
They're hard to justify.
I'm like looking at it, I'm like, wait, why? Okay, I get it that it's still lawful to send that guy back, but like, why him?
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't have picked anyone else.
Yeah.
Like, why
this guy at a car wash in Buena Park?
Exactly.
What did he do?
Like, you freaking idiots.
Yeah.
That's like, it's stupid. Like, okay, cool. Yes, it's the law, but go after everyone that's way bad first. Yeah. So you don't create a freaking
that's what I
propaganda
said
nightmare.
From the beginning. If you set up a government website with full transparency for everybody that was being deported, if they're not citizens, they don't have the rights like we do as citizens here. So you don't even have to put their picture. But on this government website, everybody that's deported every week, it should be updated. It should be their name. You can see their country of origin. You click on their name and it says, you know, child abuse, domestic violence, grand theft, and you see, oh, this guy did all this stuff on these days in this country. Good. Now he's gone. But there's people that have no criminal history. I don't believe in this country. And if they do, it's misdemeanors. It's like taillights out and failure to show at court for crap. And it's like, you know. Maybe
it's hard to report the people without a record because they're here doing illegal things with no record. Because I mean, God bless Ant, but some of his jobs he's worked at, he's let me know that like there's a system to where you hire illegals. You have a guy. I'm probably going to get killed for this. Literally get taken out. You have him come in. You send him to, the boss illegal guy. And they send you to Santa Ana or Garden Grove or somewhere. And they have a guy. And you buy a fake Social Security, fake ID. You come back. You start working. So, like, it's so messed up because that's happening to now think thousands, if not millions. So and it's kind of hard to track.
And it also shows that it wasn't very thought out because a few weeks ago, the administration backtracked and was like, well, actually, the farm workers were going to leave alone and the restaurant workers and hotel workers were going to leave alone. And there was an order for ICE to like stand down on farmland in California because it was devastating the economy and the very fragile farm system that we have left in this country. It's almost all been decimated and outsourced to Mexico and to wherever the hell else we're getting our GMO corn from. And,
Dude, we should have literally just taken ICE and a bunch of people, take all the special forces, ICE, everyone, put them in all the shittiest cities that have the most gang violence, go after all the bad illegal immigrants, keep the good ones that are working just normal jobs, just supporting their family, and just go freaking Gaza mode on these freaking cities, man. Just demolish them. Just, I want to see the shit cities of everyone killing themselves ground down and built back up, man. You know, rather than sending home a poor, nice, illegal immigrant. That's what I would rather have.
I agree. And, yeah.
JK.
So anyways.
Don't want to kill innocent civilians, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's not good. No client list. And then somebody asked at a press briefing, I think I sent you the clip, about it. Trump is there, but they asked the question to some blonde girl. I don't think it's his main press secretary chick, but some other girl, about the missing minute from the surveillance video in the prison.
Bondi, dude. Bondi.
Was it Bondi?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Bondi.
Bondi. It was Bondi.
Attorney General.
Who said that she had the client list on her desk.
Yeah.
Famously. And they asked her about, what did you mean by that? And do you have any intel that he was some sort of Mossad agent or foreign operative? And what happened to the missing minute? And she starts to answer, and Trump interrupts and is like, are we still talking about
that was the moment.
Jeffrey Epstein? Are we still talking about
that
this creep?
That was the moment, dude.
It's like the biggest news that has broke in since the beginning of this case, or supposed news. And he's like, look at all the good that's going on and all the bad, because they're talking about the Texas floods.
Went Liver King. Trump went Liver King.
Yeah.
Look at all the good and the bad.
Yeah. You know, that was the moment I'm like, oh, you're like diverting completely.
Yeah, or you're compromised, or something's up, man. The way he diverted, the way it was a fake passion.
Yeah.
Usually when he's like really passionate about like saying no to something and he's actually right, you could feel it. That was a fake passion.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like, oh man, something's going on, dude.
And then I remember you saying one time, well, if Trump was implicated, then Biden had 4 years to nail him for it, to make sure he definitely never got elected. Why didn't the Biden administration?
Because they're probably on it.
Because they're on it too. That's the only answer there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I was thinking about this the other day. Okay, because the CIA, I feel, is the ones that know this, CIA or Mossad, and I think certain individuals high up in the government know this. This is, once again, I think, or my stupid level of thinking is what I think, is that there's certain intelligence in Mossad, CIA, maybe other countries, and then high up in our government that actually know the names, and they are orchestrating how exactly they're going to use that blackmail. I don't know how that works.
They're diverting it, and there's a grander plan. I mean, that's the only hope that's left.
If you can use blackmail to make decisions based in other countries and other presidential elections and wars and influence billions of dollars, if not trillions of dollars of flow, why would you release that footage and ruin that power? It's power. It's literally power. Once it's released, it's not power. There goes your money. There goes your decision making. I think it's evil, but I do understand the evil decision to keep it there because it's power, having it.
And famously, Pam Bondi, what's her role? What's her title?
Attorney General.
Attorney General. She had said that there's like tens of thousands of hours of footage that's been recovered. And when they've raided the island, for instance, the whole place has been bugged. There's cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
So you assume that's what she's referencing. And then quickly she's like, oh, and all that footage that was mentioned, that was all child P-nog. That was all child P-nog, okay?
P-nog.
Like, move on, everybody. You know, and it's like, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's not good, but something's up, man. It's a bummer. We got Alex Jones crying.
Alex cried about it in his car.
Poor Alex.
He gets choked up.
He's
like,
going to throw up.
Feel my mouth watering right now. Poor guy.
Liver King's lighting fires in his house.
Liver King's lighting fires in his house. Me, Liver King, light fire. Break laws? Which laws? He's on house arrest.
What do you say, this little guy?
He said, "This little gift. I wanted to
little
celebrate
gift.
the 4th and light the fireworks, but I couldn't go outside because of this little gift." Pans down to his ankle monitor.
He's going Tony Perkins right now.
He's wearing those huge glasses probably because his fascia in his face is fully fallen apart from the roids, right? He looks insane.
Yeah, it could be the fascia, and then people are saying a vitamin A overdose of vitamin A due to like all the liver and organs he's eating is why his eyes changing color. That's what one video I saw. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
That's why his one eye is turning like a weird color.
And all of his behavior is pointing towards meth behavior. Scabs on his face and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, if you're going to be doing that kind of drugs.
So probably not sleeping at all.
He's doing a crap ton of shrooms. I know that. He's definitely
That's
doing
primal,
shrooms.
though.
That's pretty primal. Honestly, I wish I could do some shrooms. I'm pretty sure. Can you be sober and do shrooms?
That's a good question
Is
because
that
in
California or California sober mean you could do weed, smoke weed, inhale weed, ingest weed,
inhale weed smoke.
inhale weed smoke, and then but just not drink. Is that California sober? That's what Dylan told me. He's from Texas.
Yeah, I mean that's what people call it. If they're like, I'm California sober, it means I don't drink, but I do smoke weed.
Smoke a crap ton of weed.
Smoke the chronic.
Never knew that. Just learned that.
But,
What about shrooms?
I mean, I think if you can't call yourself sober if you have, well, I don't know. It's a,
You know, it's like
so if you're sober, then you shouldn't drink caffeine or smoke
what about
cigarettes
Zen?
either, right? Zen,
Yeah.
that's nicotine.
nicotine,
That's a
caffeine.
stimulant.
The book I read said, yeah, nothing that takes no substance that takes over.
Caffeine
from
definitely
the
takes
thing.
over.
100%. Caffeine does.
But
Zen does.
at AA meetings,
NABs do.
at AA meetings, they drink gallons of coffee.
Yeah.
Like that's the main thing that holds everybody together.
Yeah, a bunch
at
of
the
AAs.
meetings.
You're allowed to Zen too in AA.
Yeah.
A bunch of people I've met Zen their ass off. Yeah, I've been drinking a bunch of NABs, man. So I could still tell the bug is in me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To better mesh in a social environment, just holding a bottle of some yellow gold makes you more comfortable, or
No, just in general. I'll be alone and just need something to touch my lip. Touch my lip. It's like it calms me down. Or else
ritualistic.
I just can't seem to calm down.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird how that works.
And what's your NAB of choice is the Corona?
Yeah.
Very good.
Really good.
Yeah.
Tahine. But I got to be careful now on the calories because I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
like it's not that many calories. It's not as much as normal drinking, but I'm like, let's chill out on this now, you know?
It's kind of hot in these rhinos.
Kind of freaking hot in here.
Yeah.
Imagine we used to do this closed garage
sleeping.
in the day.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying for the podcast.
Oh.
Remember when you came over?
We never did the podcast with the garage closed.
Yeah, we did.
No, it's been open since when your solo pods.
Solo pod.
Yeah.
Remember how hot it was?
Yeah, it was hot.
Remember we took a shot of Jaeger before?
Yes, I do. And had White Claws under the table.
11 a.m. Stupid.
Now it's zero sugar Sunkist, baby.
Zero sugar, Sunkist, coffee, water.
Have you ever heard the conspiracy theory about Mountain Dew and how every time they release a new flavor, a major global event happens?
Never heard that. That's pretty wild.
So
It is hot in here.
like June 2001, Mountain Dew releases Code Red. We all know what happened in 2001, 3 months later.
Yeah.
Okay. And then in like 2000, whatever, we'll say 16, they release Total Blackout. And it's like a purple Mountain Dew with like a black label. I think it's called Total Blackout. 2 months later, massive IT outages across the whole country, across the whole world. Recently, they released like Maui Breeze. It's like a tropical Mountain Dew. 2 months later,
Maui fires.
burns down.
Don't tell me something just came out and the flood happened.
There was, I believe, a new one that came out, and then the Texas flood happened. So Yeah, I don't know if Mountain Dew knows something we don't.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if their stock would go up if something terrible happens because they would ship more Mountain Dew to the region or something. I think that's just coincidence.
Yeah, I think it's coincidence too.
Yeah. That's good to know. What else we got? We had old Tim Kennedy coming out recently, yesterday?
I think he issued an official apology, yeah.
Was that Twitter you sent me? Or was that on his Twitter? Because I don't have a Twitter.
No, it might have been on his
I know you sent me something on Instagram.
Might have been on his Instagram. Yeah, I mean, you would know better than I, but I guess he claimed to receive some sort of prestigious award that he never was awarded, which would seem like that would have came out a long time ago. It'd be a lot easier to fact check that, but I guess not. Yeah,
I think he's just such a UFC star, such a big name, such a big promoter of the military and special forces. It's hard to you and your podcast or the guys that have been going after him. It's harder than you think, going after a guy like that because he's so big. But it's now starting to get to him, and I think they were threatening to pull his Green Beret tab or something like that. And I think once that happened, it kind of would. I mean, it would probably woke him up. It's like that's probably the last thing he wants is have the community threatening to pull your tab. That'd be devastating. So
yeah, and I guess everybody's criticizing him because he says, I made public statements and gave interviews in which I unintentionally misstated aspects.
People wanted him to come out and say specifically, I lied.
Yeah.
I did this. I did. They just want him to own up.
Unintentionally.
And you know what? I'm going to say this out loud, but a podcast I did back, it was my 5th podcast when I still don't know what I'm doing right now, but Tyler TA Productions was editing it. He made it look super nice, and it was a reaction video to a SEAL named Chad Wright, who's a pretty awesome guy. Don't know him. Puts out motivational stuff. I'm reacting to him, and he's talking about all the haters out there going after military, special forces, SEALs, whatever, that are trying to get big and make a brand and be successful in life. And you have haters.
Because that has always been kind of looked down
and,
upon in the community.
Yeah,
it's
you have all the
never
haters.
about yourself.
Yeah, and
he was down,
and me being new to it was like, oh hell yeah, dude, this rings with me, and I'm commenting on it. But I didn't know anything about anything. But when I made that, I didn't know this backstory about Tim, Marcus, Luttrell, Tim Kennedy. I think I used Jocko as an example, and I used Rob O'Neill. And I think I said those 4 names about just examples of people going after them, being like, yeah, man, you got people going after guys like that, Now a year and a half later, a year later, I've actually gone into it and have looked into it.
There's reason to go after all those guys?
Yeah. I mean, maybe I think the only one that I couldn't really seem to find a good enough reason was Jocko. Maybe, you know, the reasoning behind it was just he was, too aggressive in war and getting his guys in danger.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, that is a reason, but I'm I don't know. It just wasn't really sitting like the rest of them were.
Yeah.
And it's not like I dislike. They're way more
decorated,
experienced, decorated than me. So I'm like, who am I to even say anything? But it's crazy how I didn't know the thing about Tim doing that. I didn't know the thing about Rob O'Neill with the shoot. I should know because it's part of the freaking SEALs. But I don't know. I didn't ask anyone that I know over there on Team 6. And he literally, there's 2 stories of what I think now, the more I've looked into it, is that maybe the government came to Marcus Luttrell the government did go to Marcus Luttrell after Lone Survivor.
Yeah.
They went to him, wrote his book. He's admitted it now.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that before I said
they
this.
created a whole narrative. For
I didn't know any of that.
False.
I'm like, why is everyone going after Marcus Luttrell? And they kind of created a story for him, and he was just oh shit, I guess this is my new role for the Navy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, you can't really
a PR guy, basically.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? That. When you're told, it's kind of an order, I guess. But Rob, I feel maybe the same thing happened because he's so convincing with his stories. When he talks about it, it's so convincing. and he doesn't really. It's like he's. I mean, he was there, so maybe when he tells a story, it's more realistic. But I think they went to him after it happened. They're like, "Hey, we need good PR. We need this. We need a freaking front man."
These guys probably directly translate to like recruitment numbers of the Instagram and TikTok age
100%,
generation
dude.
of young men.
And the guy that shot him, codename Red. I guess there's only certain people. I'm sure the whole community, Team 6, knows his name and knows him. But it's funny. One of the instructors I had going through was one of the names that could be Red, but he's not.
I don't know this story you're referencing.
Cool. The guy that what the community believes over at Team 6, Damneck, DevGru, whatever you want to call it, is that a guy named Red with a point man is the one who killed Osama bin Laden. Rob was the fourth man in the room and also shot him in the head.
Yes.
And
but didn't breach the room
didn't
first.
kill him.
Yeah.
The guy was Red, who shot him in the hallway. Osama was poking his head out, shots. People came in. He was already dead.
Red didn't want
dying.
anything to do with the PR
doesn't want anything to do.
And
So
the government
maybe-
said, we need to make a story about this and elevate this guy as
That's
a hero.
what I think. I think the government came
Yeah.
to Team 6 and was like, this platoon
Who's
was
the
like,
most marketable to
who the
to
heck
go
did we get
on-
in that room?
To go on
Who-
Good Morning America.
Yes,
and-
who
yeah.
can we get?
Yeah.
Maybe they went to Red first, the guy,
Uh-huh.
and he was like, hell no.
Yeah.
And they just went, okay, who was in the room? Cool. And they just went in, and then Rob was like, maybe they were like, hey, we'll give you $1 million.
Maybe it was an
I don't
order,
know.
Maybe they voted on it. Yeah, who knows?
Because that's weird to just like all of a sudden be like, I killed him. It's like when you didn't, or like,
Yeah.
I just think it's kind of a sketch because I've never really thought about it. I just thought
And then
they
you
were
probably-
hating on him.
If you're that guy, go through mental gymnastics to be like, okay, I didn't kill him, but I was part of the operation that killed him, so I did kill him. Or maybe he was still alive by the time I put my round in him, so
Exactly.
maybe
Maybe
I
that's what
was
he
the
thought.
one.
But
Who
his
knows
story
who
doesn't
did?
want-
I might as well have done it.
But Rob's story is that he enters the room.
okay.
That Rob enters the room. He's next to Red.
Yeah.
Red goes left, he goes right, and Rob sees bin Laden and shoots him. Like, that's Rob's story. And then the rest of, like, the people in the know is that, no, the dude killed him, Red killed him from the hallway and then entered the door.
Bin Laden watching like Sweet Life of Zach and Cody on his laptop or something. Have you ever seen what he had on his laptop?
No.
He had insane files of like like weird memes, video games. Like I want to say like Tony Hawk Pro. I don't know. Just his laptop when they looked into the hard drive. It wasn't anything horrific like
super cool stuff.
CP. Yeah, it was like fun shows that like I think like Sweet Life of Zach and Cody from
Surfing Chopu.
Yeah, it was like
Really cool.
Dancing
guy.
Baby, like classic YouTube videos. He had them all downloaded.
Damn.
Yeah,
Hey, that's why he's a good leader.
yeah.
Anywho, so Red.
And then they dumped his body in the ocean, right? Like
Yeah.
we never got a picture of his body.
Yeah.
They honored him with like a traditional Afghani burial, which is like if this is supposedly the most evil guy in the world, why are we going to honor his burial rights?
Yeah,
Like,
I think
where's
that's good.
the
No,
picture?
to honor it, you have to bury them within 24 hours. They don't want to bury him in the land because they don't want people to martyr him and go dig him up and praise him. So they put him in the sea.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But
and then they have to
why
respect
not a
it.
photo?
I'm sure they got photos. They got photos.
I know, but why not for Gen Pop release him? The people want to know he's actually dead. We just believed it.
He's
He
dead.
might not be dead.
He's dead. Why wouldn't he be dead?
Maybe he was an asset. We were friendly with him in the 80s. Supplied him plenty of arms and stuff in the 80s. The Taliban was in allegiance with the government in like the 80s and early 90s.
Yeah, I think
I don't think he's alive. I'm just saying, but we never got a picture. We got the cell phone footage of Saddam getting hung.
I don't think he got a picture because the story is that Rob
Blew his face off.
shot him in the face, and actually the team got mad at him because they wanted to keep his face for facial recognition.
Okay.
And he walked in, like shot him in the face.
Well, sure.
Because when you walk into a room and there's a bad guy, even though he's shot, you make entry and you're also shooting a threat.
And you're trained to shoot to kill.
But That's the story. I wasn't there. I'm also not freaking tier 1, so who freaking knows?
Because there is that famous picture when they pulled Saddam out of the gopher hole. That translator, you know
Gopher's
that
dead.
you know that picture?
Yeah.
It's like a Iraqi American, and he was the translator, and he's like grabbing him, like holding him up like a prize buck or something. And Saddam's all messed up, and he's got his beard.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I remember that. Yeah.
That picture gave us evidence.
Yeah. True. I mean, they're not going to show a picture of a guy's face blown up.
Have you ever seen that video of Saddam Hussein right when he gets elected, purging his entire cabinet?
Yeah, I have
It's
seen that.
crazy.
Yeah. That's
It
pretty
shows
wild.
the immense power this guy had, how scary he was. I mean, he was really a supervillain. He just gets elected, and he has his whole party in like an auditorium. Everybody that's in his party, it's like a couple hundred men, all in suits. They got big mustaches. It's like whatever, mid 80s, or I don't remember. But, you know, they're dressed kind of funky in the 80s, looking like polyester suits and stuff.
I've seen it, yeah.
And he slowly walks up, looks out at everyone, slowly lights a cigar, takes a couple puffs. And then he's like, quietly, there's been an uprising to try and dethrone me and the perpetrators are in this room right now. And he's like, when I call your name, please stand up, say the party slogan, and leave the room. And he just starts calling, and everyone starts to panic. I guess it's like 100 degrees in the room, so everybody's dripping sweat. And he just starts to one by one call people's names, and these guys just get up with their head down. And none of them ever seen again. They all were taken somewhere and killed. One guy stands up, and he starts going, me? I didn't do anything wrong. And Saddam just kind of looks at him, takes another puff of his cigar. It's crazy. It's like scary, like a movie.
That would be a bummer if you didn't do anything. And you're like, I didn't do anything, Saddam.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Crazy.
Wild, dude. Jeez. Freaking A, man. He got hung, right?
Yeah, he got hung.
On live television?
No, there was somebody
There's
took a video on like a flip phone, like right when video was available on camera. It's real. It's like 8 pixels, but it's dark. It's in a room, and there's tons of people yelling. It's chaotic. It's not like a government
way to die.
execution.
People
Yeah,
just like
it's
half-ass
crazy.
killing you.
It's crazy. There's
so
people
bad.
everywhere. They're screaming and yelling, and I think you see him fall, but where he falls into is covered. You don't see him like his neck break or hang or anything.
Yeah. Speaking of neck break, have you seen that Epstein footage, ladies and gentlemen? You can't see his freaking room.
What? The footage from in the prison?
Yeah, you can't see his room. It's literally not his room. It's around the corner is his room. Up the stairs. Up the stairs. They showed footage of not his room. Sketch, man. And then at 10:40, there's a little pixelation of an orange jumpsuit you could see going up the stairs.
Oh, really?
Or down. It's up or down. And it's at like 10:41 or something. And they say like, yeah, everyone should already be in their cells at that time. So like, who the hell?
And if they sent somebody in there,
is that?
If they sent an assassin in there, they'd probably put him in the prison garb to make him blend in like a prisoner.
Yeah, and you can barely see it. It's a small pixelation because you can only see part of the staircase that goes up to his room. You can't see his room. Freaking horse manure, man.
So who sends the assassin in?
Who? Like, what do you mean who? Well, you got to think if you are a country like the United States or China or Russia or Israel or France or a lot of these countries that are known for their massive intelligence. For instance, Israel having pagers blow up and like hundreds of people, and it took them years, and it took them, disguising companies. If they can do stuff like that, and we can do crazy stuff that we don't even know about, and there's planes supposedly that are freaking anti-gravity or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm sure we've put people in place for certain situations that can go and do things when they need to be done. Hence, like, hey, let's make sure we have a high up official guard that we know is an agent of the CIA
and get him hired there a year before.
in every high profile prison in the world. Let's make sure we have 1 to 2 agents that are
to
compromised,
do this type of thing if
just in
necessary.
case
Yeah.
we need something.
Somebody
Later down the
unarmed.
road, we have guys set up in every
Yeah.
high-profile prison in the world. You don't think we
Double
do that,
agents.
or other countries might try to do that
Yeah.
for this specific situation? I think we do have that.
Speaking of, do you have to use a code word for Israel or no? Like PDF file? Or can we say?
You can say Israel.
Okay, I'm kidding. Did you know, and this is fact, and I have a firsthand experience of this, and I wish I brought this up when Zach was here. Did you know that after 9/11, Israel was conducting surveillance on American? I don't think it has anything to do necessarily with 9/11, but around that time, for probably a decade, Israel was conducting surveillance on American people via mall kiosks.
I think I heard that.
Have you ever heard that?
Yeah, I think I have.
They were setting up in malls across America Mossad agents disguised as remote control helicopter salesmen at kiosks in malls. I don't know necessarily what surveillance they're gaining. That's the one thing I can't.
Remote control.
Whether it's just like these are the behavioral tendencies of Americans. These are what they're shopping for. This is their culture. I don't know what they're relaying back.
Yeah.
But this is not conspiracy. This is fact.
Yeah.
That they were oftentimes selling remote control helicopters at mall kiosks, and they were doing it in the Mission Viejo Mall because
Woo!
one Christmas Eve, I don't know what the year would have been,
We're famous.
08, 09, 2010. I don't know if it was end of high school, right after, but Jackson Carlisle, Jesse Terzic, Zach Fensky, and myself went on a last-minute shopping. I don't know if it was for girlfriends or our parents or something to do, but it was Christmas Eve, and we're like, let's go to the mall. You got to go shopping? Oh, me too. And we went there, and the mall's packed. It's chaos. We're in our late teens or so, and we're just messing with people, as you do in the mall, And I think we were dropping change, like pennies and nickels and stuff, on these helicopter guys. And they became enraged. They became furious. I specifically remember them being foreign. I didn't know they were Israeli, which I think now they probably were. But they got so mad, and they looked up at us, and they're yelling, and we were on the top, and we ran this way, and they ran this way. They ran up the escalator and cut us off, and were in our faces yelling and screaming at us about messing with them and threatening and whatever.
They're the chosen ones, man. You can't do that.
And we got out of there. We took a beeline through Macy's or something, but we remember like, damn, those guys got really mad. They were pissed. And
Dude, you were compromising a freaking
an operation,
Mossad agent operation.
And years later, I read that they, were conducting surveillance.
Yeah, you compromised the mission. You might have probably saved America right there.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I just want to fact check myself just to make sure. So let's ask old GPT just to get the official scoop.
They were wiring a bomb as you're throwing the pennies that had them stop.
There have been reports and allegations that that companies with ties to Israel have used commercial technology, including mall kiosks or public-facing tech installations, for surveillance purposes. There have been rumors and speculative claims, and then, of course, it says, not backed by public documentation, that some mall kiosks, particularly those with facial scanning or interactive features, might be used for surveillance. So I guess the internet's going to tell you there's no official evidence, but you can't look up anything on the internet. Maybe we'll have to ask Grok instead of GPT.
Yeah, so if they're willing to go to freaking Mission Viejo Mall,
very strange.
they're willing to go to a lot better places than that.
Yeah, very
Hence,
strange.
high-profile
So
prisons.
I'll say allegedly, but I did read that, and I do remember foreign guys
I believe it.
selling helicopters, freaking the hell out on us.
Yeah, that's
They could have just been pissed, because I would be too. But there's lots of stuff online about it being some sort of spy operation, which is funny to think about.
Were they speaking English?
They were speaking English, but they had a thick accent. And I remember, like, we were calling them, like, these Russian guys freaked out. We didn't know. Maybe they were Russian, but it's, you know, the Israeli accent is heavy, too.
The Russian also had guys at the helicopters.
Maybe, yeah.
Just a bunch of different countries in Mission Viejo
The
Mall.
Russians were doing the massage
Spy.
chairs and the gumball machines.
What's the Chinese doing?
Freaking Sarku, Japan, baby. Free samples. Those had the
Free samples.
a strain in them, probably.
Dang, man.
I could do a big old play to Sarku, Japan right now. Do you know Sarku?
No.
In the mall? The red tray, the guy with the big chef's hat, he's always giving little bites of chicken to people when you walk by in the, food court.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
You get a styrofoam thing. It's about 8 pounds of rice and steamed veggies and chicken.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I would eat there after college or
Yeah.
in between college.
Yep.
Insane.
Saddleback, you go over to Sarku, Japan.
Oh my gosh.
They
I
got the
can't
guys on
believe
the
that.
walks. They got the big, tall, goofy chef's hats. And they just give you a mountain of MSG chicken and white rice for like $9 or something.
Yeah. Did you get your AA from Saddleback?
You know, Don,
Did you finish?
That's a point of contention. I have to actually check with my guidance counselor. I have to review.
I can't remember.
I have. I'll put this out there, and if you work in the education field, please help me out here, because I do feel like that it would be validating. I have on record. My phone's ringing. I don't know who it is. I have on record more credits than are necessary to achieve an AA, Associate in Arts degree. You need like 62 credits or something. I think I have 64 or 66 completed, passed.
Woohoo!
However, I struggle deeply with arithmetic and mathematics. I always have.
Bummer.
I'm pretty good doing math in my head. I can tell you, you know, this multiplied by this, like, you know, when it comes to money and, you know, working in registers, counting, like I can
GM.
do that kind of stuff quickly, basic stuff. But when it comes to the equations, the fractions, the formulas that, you know, find A, B, when the letters get involved in things, I never was
2
able
over
to
X
pass.
times
I tried.
4 over 7.
I think I saw tutors at some point, and I eventually gave up. I needed this one basic
Math.
algebra class to unlock the trophy, and I never finished that math class.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty stupid. I should have just figured out how to do it, but you can't really cheat. Nor did I want to cheat.
Math is very hard.
Math is hard.
I'm sure in today's world, I've talked to guys.
It's probably so easy. They've
that
lowered the bar
have
so
to
much,
go to-
probably.
No, they have to go to guys that are trying to, you know, get their finance degree or business. They have to do calculus and all these other crazy things. All the tests are on computers, and a lot of them you can do online. And a lot of these guys are telling me, they're like, yeah,
You just open another window.
I'm using ChatGPT.
Yeah,
I'm
of
using
course.
this. I'm like,
Yeah,
it's getting
but
me
I was
through.
raw dogging it with the Scantron, and I couldn't pass it. I even had the basic, for really struggling people, had the basic algebra class broken up between 1A and 1B.
Oh, yeah.
Because I couldn't even do the whole thing in one go. I mean, it was really a struggle for me. Love history, great in the psychology field, literature, all that stuff, no problem. It's a breeze. Creative writing, I could write I could make stuff up. But the math was very difficult, and I never completed the math course.
It's all good. I needed one class, anatomy.
I don't think I took anatomy.
I needed it for my transfer to go to do kinesiology.
Marine biology was a struggle. I believe I got a D in that, but that was still passing.
Yeah, I think I got a possible D or C minus.
I just wasn't very mature.
That was the one we were together, right? The
we
boat.
were in the class, yeah, with Merton Hill.
Yes.
Rest in peace.
I think we showed the video one of the pods ago.
But
Rest in peace. Did he die?
no, I don't know.
Oh.
He was about 80 when we were in the class.
Yeah. Watch him. Yeah. 50.
But I wasn't mature in college. I was almost just there because everyone else was there. If my friends weren't in college, I don't know if I would have ever attended. I didn't want to be left out.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Good point.
I didn't have any direction, and I really wasn't mature.
I wish I started a business straight out of high school and just started learning the hard way.
I wish I invested in Bitcoin.
Yeah. Put some money in Bitcoin for sure. But yeah, just learning the hard way and learning that rather than, I don't know. I get it now. Is that a FedEx truck?
That is an unmarked IBV or whatever the hell. VBF.
VBID?
VBID.
Vehicle born IED. Scary.
I'm
All right, y'all.
congested, man.
Yeah, you sound congested.
I'm plugged up. I'll have to go hit the neti
That
pot.
was chilling. Neti pot. Have you done a neti pot?
Yeah, they're really uncomfortable.
I love them.
Yeah, they're nice.
Shooting them up. Bend
Use
over.
the squeeze bottle one or the actual little pot?
I do the squeeze bottle. So I squeeze it up, warm the water, and just open the mouth.
When you're really congested and you get that big glob that starts to come out of the plug, it's nice.
I'm not too sure what you're talking about now. The plug. The plug.
Like when you're really congested and you really hammer in a neti pot the right way, if you do it, it might take 2 rinses. But
Gotcha.
You'll loosen that mucus, and that big old slime ball will come rolling out. It's really satisfying. Big old slug, brain slug.
Gross. Are you sick?
I guess so.
Damn.
I mean, I'm just congested. Maybe I've got the long COVID.
Yeah, you might get the long COVID. Let's see what girl has said back before we go.
Sure.
Nope, she hasn't said anything because I haven't said anything back. Bummer.
Forgot
to say something back. We'll see. We'll let you guys know next pod how it goes with said woman. Even though I'm going to blow this one.
As usual.
As usual.
See you next time. Allegedly.
All right.